What is up, everybody, or my Lucifer people, in our endless wait till season 6, and, since season 5 just happened, I decided I'm gonna rank, things of Lucifer. Today is all Lucifer season finales ranked, and if you, like Lucifer, and, you like this video, I bet June was basically the Lucifer ranking month. I did 4 of them. All of them will be linked down below if you want to see them. But, yeah, I mean, if you enjoy the stuff, I bet there's something else you will find on the channel that you like, so why not subscribe? We're on the road to 100 subscribers. But, anyway, I'll just stop rambling, let's roll that intro. In our number 5 spot, we have the Season 3 finale, Season 3, Episode 26, Once Upon a Time. And man, this was supposed to be the series finale, but I don't think it's a great episode. I mean, it's not a bad episode, but it's just a not great episode, Lucifer, man. It's below average for Lucifer. I know they had a cool idea for this episode, for what if Lucifer and Chloe never met, or whatever, and you saw this, or I think it's not if Lucifer and Chloe never met, it's if Chloe never became a detective and stuff, and she's just an actor on the, property. And I'm sorry if you hear any background noise, it's raining, but I got stuff to do tomorrow, so I can't do this, like, Friday morning, because I gotta record my Bad Batch review then, so I can get out by Saturday, because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Basically what I'm saying yeah, I'm doing this while it's raining, so just be aware of that. But yeah, I just am not that big of a fan of this episode, man. Neil Gaiman voices God in this episode. It was supposed to be the series finale, and I think ultimately if this was the series finale, and I think as many Lucifer fans were in 2015, or 18 when this got cancelled, they would be very disappointed, and I'm so glad the series didn't end with this episode. But at our number 4 spot, we got Season 1, Episode 23, entitled Take Me Back to Hell, and, I don't know, I thought none of the Lucifer season finales, besides Season 3 are bad. All of these are pretty good to amazing. This one, I really enjoy. I don't know, it just wraps up all the Season 1 plot. Season 1 to me is, I can't remember it that well because it was so long ago, but I know it was really good. You know, that feeling? I know Season 1 was really good, I just can't remember it that well. I know Malcolm Graham was our villain, and he took Trixie this episode, and, all that happened. But, oh yeah, they took Trixie, and Trixie calls, Chloe, and she's like, hey, Mom, whatever, I've been taken. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't a Liam Neeson crossover. By the end of this, the goddess gets freed from her cage in hell, and, it sets up our Season 2 in a great way, and Lucifer Season 1 is just a little 13-episode contained story, and I really enjoy it, not alone the season, but this episode. I thought it was really good. I just can't say any specifics about it. But, yeah, our time is coming too close for this episode, so in our number 3 spot, we have Season 5, Episode 16, A Chance at a Happy Ending. And man, this is one of my major problems with, Lucifer Season 5. It had too much filler. And I know for a 16-episode series, it's originally supposed to be 10. I think 16 episodes works great, but you didn't have to have that episode. You could have shortened God's part a little bit. He got a little, he stuck around for a little too long. Kinda got rid of Linda's, like, daughter subplot, and ultimately they needed to focus more on Michael this season, which is ultimately what they should have done. And, it's ultimately the downfall of this episode, too. We have this big conflict that built up throughout the season, where Michael and all the other angels are against Lucifer, and everything. Lucifer and Chloe dies, and Lucifer goes into heaven to save Chloe, and we have this big conflict, but a lot of it doesn't make sense. That's the main thing. It didn't make sense to me how Lucifer was still alive, and after he burnt up in heaven to save Chloe, and that also was an amazing episode, man, but it ultimately just didn't make sense to me, and it just, the season didn't build up to it right. But in our number 3 spot, we have, number 2, wow, The Good, the Bad, and the Crispy, Season 2, Episode 18. This episode is the conclusion to my favorite season of Lucifer. This is my favorite season, Lucifer, Season 2. I love the goddess. I thought she was such a great villain. It's kind of like, I've been watching Supernatural since January, and I'm at the end of Season 13, so don't spoil anything, but the goddess reminds me of Amara a lot from Supernatural, if you know that. She's not entirely evil. You can understand where she's coming from, but she ultimately has to be taken down. She's not the bad guy, but in the sense of the word, she also is the bad guy. And the ending, super cool ending. Lucifer wakes up in the desert with his wings after doing something, and we don't know what happens. The commissioner dies in this episode, or the police captain dies in this episode, leaving Kane to be the new police, or Marcus Pierce, to be the new police commissioner. And by the end of the episode, Lucifer uses the flaming sword, which comes back in Season 5, and cuts open the universe to let Mum, or the goddess, in her own universe, which later in Season 5 we find out has like Cyclopses or whatever. But anyway, the number 1 season finale is Who's the New King of Hell, Season 4, Episode 10. And I think Lucifer Season 4 is a really good episode. They stuck it. They did great with the 10 episodes. It all made sense. They didn't have a lot of filler. And they just stuck to the plot with Kingsley, and really the last episode set up this episode so much, and the last episode, of course the penultimate episode is supposed to set up this, but it's like back to back Kingsley, and it doesn't really revolve around Kingsley since they finished that plot off. This is mostly about the loose threads of the season. What happens to the demons? Lucifer has been gone for so long that hell cannot be run. The demons are asking for him to come back, so the demons take Charlie, and that's what ultimately causes the plot in this episode, and all the tension. And by the end of the episode, Lucifer has to go back to hell, and we see Lucifer's true form, where he's not Tom Ellis, and we just see when he's truly the devil, not just the face. And yeah, this episode just was really entertaining. By the end of it, we have that amazing scene with Chloe and Lucifer, where Lucifer leaves, and that's where the season ended, leaving us with a gap for like a year and 3 months, which that's kind of evil, Netflix. I heard Season 6 maybe could come out before the end of the year. Probably not, but hopefully, if it does, I'll remake these videos, even with like a season premiere and a mid-season premiere. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, there are a bunch of others like it in the description, where if you subscribe and you find something that you like, it would be greatly appreciated. And like the video, man. But go down in the description, follow all our socials if you could. If you already subscribed, turn notifications. And I don't really have any more to say. I just want to get this 10 minutes, so I'll leave you a lot of time to find a new video. And goodbye, stay safe, and goodbye.